Have you ever wondered why some people always seem to have money, while others are always struggling, even if they earn a good income? Is it luck, is it talent, or is it something else? Almost 100 years ago, a man named George S. Clason wrote a book called The Richest Man in Babylon. Instead of giving boring advice, he told simple stories set in ancient Babylon. Even though these stories are thousands of years old, the money lessons inside them still work today. In fact, they may be more important now than ever before. Today I'm going to share the 5 most important lessons from this book. These lessons are simple. Anyone can understand them. Even a 10-year-old kid can follow them. But if you actually use them in your life, they can completely change your future. The first and most powerful lesson is this: pay yourself first. The book says, a part of all you earn is yours to keep. This means that every time you earn money, you should keep at least 10% for yourself before you spend anything else. Before you pay bills, before you buy food, before you go shopping, before you have fun, you save first. Imagine you earn $1,000. Instead of spending it all, you put $100 away immediately. That money is not for spending. It is for building your future. Most people do the opposite. They pay everyone else first and save whatever is left. But usually nothing is left. That's why they stay broke. The habit of paying yourself first is the foundation of wealth. It does not matter if you earn a lot or a little. What matters is building the habit. Now you might think, but I don't make enough money to save. That's exactly what people in the book thought too. But the truth is, if you can't save 10% of a small income, you probably won't save 10% of a big income either. Saving is a habit, not an amount. When you learn to live on 90% of what you earn, you train your mind to control money instead of letting money control you. Over time, that small amount grows. And when it grows, something amazing happens. You feel more confident. You feel more secure. You feel stronger. Because now you are building something for yourself. The second lesson is to control your expenses. This sounds simple, but it is very powerful. Just because you earn more money does not mean you should spend more money. Many people believe that if they just had a higher salary, all their problems would go away. But that is not true. If your spending grows every time your income grows, you will always feel broke. The book teaches us to understand the difference between needs and wants. Needs are things like basic food, shelter, and simple clothing. Wants are things like the newest phone, expensive shoes, or eating at fancy restaurants all the time. There is nothing wrong with enjoying your money. But problems begin when your wants become more important than your future. In the book, the characters learn to make a plan for their spending. They decide ahead of time where their money will go. This is called budgeting. When you tell your money where to go, you are in control. If you do not, your money disappears without you knowing where it went. Think about it like this. If you pour water into a bucket with holes, the water leaks out. If you fix the holes, the bucket fills up. Controlling expenses is like fixing the holes in your bucket. When your expenses are lower than your income, you begin to build wealth naturally. The third lesson is to make your money work for you. Saving money is the first step, but saving alone is not enough. In the book, The Richest Man in Babylon explains that gold should multiply. In simple words, your money should grow. Imagine you save $1,000 and hide it under your bed. After 10 years, it is still $1,000. But if you invest that money wisely, it can grow into $2,000, $5,000, or even more over time. When your money earns more money, that is called investing. And when the money it earns also earns more money, that is called compound growth. Compound growth is like planting a tree. First, you plant one seed. That seed grows into a tree. Then the tree produces fruit. Inside the fruit are more seeds. Those seeds grow into more trees. Over time, you have a whole forest. That is how money grows when you invest it wisely and give it time. The key word here is time. The earlier you start, the more powerful this growth becomes. Even small amounts can grow into large amounts if you are patient. The fourth lesson is to protect your money. Not every opportunity is a good opportunity. In the book, some characters lose their savings because they invest in things they do not understand. They trust the wrong people. They chase quick profits. And they pay the price. This lesson is extremely important today because we are surrounded by ads, promises, and get-rich-quick ideas. If something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Before investing, ask yourself simple questions. Do I understand this? Has this worked for others? Am I taking advice from someone experienced? The book teaches us to seek advice from people who are already successful in the area we want to enter. If you want to invest in real estate, learn from someone who has done it successfully. If you want to invest in business, learn from real business owners. Protecting your money means being patient, careful, and wise. It is better to grow slowly and safely than to lose everything by rushing. The fifth and final lesson is to improve yourself. This may be the most powerful lesson of all. The book shows that the more you learn, the more you can earn. If you become better at your job, you can earn more money. If you learn new skills, you create new opportunities. If you read books and grow your knowledge, your value increases. No one can steal your skills. No one can take away your education. Even if you lose money, you can always earn it again if you have knowledge and discipline. Investing in yourself is the best investment you can make. Learn about money. Learn about business. Learn about communication. Learn about leadership. The more valuable you become, the more the world will reward you. Wealth does not begin in your wallet. It begins in your mind. Now let's bring everything together. The 5 lessons from The Richest Man in Babylon are simple but powerful. Pay yourself first. Control your expenses. Make your money work for you. Protect your money. Improve yourself. These lessons worked in ancient Babylon. They worked in 1926 when the book was written, and they still work today. Building wealth is not about being lucky. It is about being consistent. It is about small, smart decisions made every day. You do not need to be rich to start. You need to start to become rich. If you follow these 5 rules patiently and consistently, your future will look very different from your present. You will feel more secure. You will feel more confident. And step by step, you will build a life of freedom and choice. The journey may be slow, but it will be strong. And one day you may look back and realize that everything changed when you decided to take control of your money. Thank you for listening.